now. I think the back creeks are going to start to come on here for us in a little bit. Just
the last couple of weeks, we've said the same thing. For it to be this hot, the fishing has been good. We're catching redfish right now, really almost at will. There's a bunch of different spots where they're grouped up pretty tight.
The mullet's been like the main bait for us right now. Don't get me wrong, the pogies are still around. The big turbo pogies are in the river right now. The peanut pogies are still in marinas and little creek mouths. But man, the mullet push has been really good for us.
And then the higher tides for the reds, the same old deal that I typically do. We've been looking for bait, anywhere in a cove or any kind of points, on those shallow flats on the higher tide.
Still mostly reds. That's been the more consistent thing, which is kind of odd enough. I mean, I expect them to slow down a little bit this time of year, but they've still been biting very well.
Topwater, gold spoons, caught a few. Not really doing much on the popping cork this year, but haven't given it a fair shake either. Topwater, if they're not hitting a topwater or gold spoon, and we're seeing them, with the heat, going to bait.
We try to employ artificial as much as we can just for the sport of it, but I would say largely it's been live bait. Obviously, finger mullet's always a good go-to, or like if you can catch fresh bait, there's nothing wrong with that either.
I'm still seeing big Spanish being caught, mostly from the live bait guys. Seen some nice bluefish. They were inside the bite of the cape, like 6-pound bluefish.
We're starting to get some trout to show up in the mouths of these bigger creeks and the bigger rivers. I'm assuming they're following some shrimp. We had a good salty year last winter, and that turned into having a lot of shrimp up in the Pamlico River and some of its smaller feeder creeks up.
We've been catching some nice trout, mostly artificials. I've floated some live bait, but the trout bite for us has been popping corks with curly tails underneath. We're working paddle tails, just straight jigging the bottom, jigging the grass flats.
Fortunately, in the ocean, the reds have shown up off the beach there in 30 feet of water, 35 feet of water every day for the past week. So that's saved the day a lot of times. Schools of reds in the sound as well. And that's all I've been doing.
This is Billy over at Fisherman's Post, and thank you so much for checking out our highlights reel from this week's fishing report. Wanted to let you know that you can sign up right here at fishermanspost.com/members. This is a question we get often is, hey, I enjoy the highlights, but how do I sign up to get the whole hour worth of content? And that's how you do it, fishermanspost.com/members. If you have any questions or trouble logging in or access or any of that, just reach out to us and we will be sure to help you out.